Hello friends, welcome to SQL with Manoj. Today we are going to see how we can parse a nested JSON which has multiple nested array elements, and we are going to parse this JSON into a table format, means row and column format. In our previous video we saw a simple JSON and we converted it into a row and column format by using JSON value and OpenJSON function. So let's quickly look into it. So we converted this JSON into a row and column format. So if you can see, there are three records, and if you can see in the JSON, the three records here are as like this, but there is no nesting of elements. If you see, there is a root person, and under this root element there are these records which are at the same level. Okay, so let's take an example of a JSON which has a little bit of nesting. So I'll take this example. It's not very complicated, a simple one, but it will give you an idea. So I will store this JSON into a variable, so I'll declare it. So declare @JSON. You can keep any name, okay, and then we'll store this JSON variable into this particular variable. Okay, now we have this JSON, so it has a order header as a root node. Under this root node we have two elements, order ID and customer ID, and rest of the two elements are inside the order detail attribute. So you can see here, so there is a nesting. So under this we have a nested JSON. So let's see how we can parse it. Okay, so we are going to use the same functions, OpenJSON and JSON value. So select star from OpenJSON. So OpenJSON, here you will have to provide first of all the JSON variable from where you have to retrieve the JSON or parse the JSON. Then you have to provide the root node over here. So providing root node goes with this syntax dollar dot and this order header. Okay, now comes the turn of columns. So here we will use JSON value, okay, and we'll give it a name, let's say as a. Okay, so we will use this alias a dot value. Then we will use the column name in a similar fashion, dollar dot order ID as order ID. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll copy this. We have four attributes, so I'll copy it 4 times. Okay, and I will just substitute customer ID over here. Okay, then product ID over here and unit price over here. Now if we try to run this, okay, let's try running this, it won't give us the values because we are just providing product ID and unit ID, but product ID and unit price are under the order detail, so we have to provide the order detail here as well. So order detail dot product ID and order detail dot unit price, right? So now this will work. Okay, so let's try to execute it. And okay, we have got order ID, customer ID, product ID and unit price 350. Okay, so this is going to work. Now we talked about only the nested of JSON element. What about, when you have a array based structure? So right now here under order detail there is only one value, means only one record. What if you have condition like this? So what if you have like this? So this is also valid JSON. So it says that customer with customer with this order ID has two products. So product ID, let's say it is 5,000, and let's say this is 800 rupees. Unit price is 800 and product IDs. So customer purchased two products. Okay, one is this, its price was this, another one was this, and its price was 800. Okay, now let's see if we get a desired result. So our expected result would be two records of 100, 2000, and the product IDs, right? So these will be repeating and these will be unique. So 2000 and 5000, unit price 350 and 800. So let's see if we get the result or not. Okay, so okay, no, we have just got null. Okay, why we have got null? Because just providing this product ID, it will not get an, because now it is an array. So this order detail is an array, and just by giving product ID and unit price, it won't know which element it has to pick. It won't get the pointer, right? So what you have to do is you have to provide a array position, which position you want to pick. So by giving 0 it will pick up this, by giving 1 it will pick up this. Let's just test it. Okay, so it has given 2350. Now what about 5800? We cannot give like this, right? Because if we'll give one, then we'll lose other one. So in this case we might have to repeat these columns. Okay, so I'll repeat these columns, give them 1 1. Okay, so I've changed the alias as well, so they should not conflict. Now let's see what should be the result we got. So product ID 2000, product ID 5000. Okay, so we have got both the products. Now what if it has a third element as well? So what if the customer purchased third item as well? So third item is like 9000 and it is like 200 rupees. Okay, now here you'll have to again add it. So because customer would be purchasing more products, so you won't be adding columns in runtime, right? So there should be some approach where you don't have to provide these extra columns every time. By just doing something over here, it should be picking all these orders in one go without even providing hard coding all these things here. So SQL Server provides a window function that is cross apply. Okay, so we can use cross apply function over here. Okay, now let's see how we can use it. So cross apply, right? And cross apply, then open JSON. And now exactly what we are doing here, is, first of all, we are taking order ID and customer ID with only with this JSON, right? And then we are expanding these attributes with this open JSON, right? So what we'll do is we'll point it like this: a dot value. Okay, a dot value, and we will put order detail over here. So order detail will go inside here. Okay, dollar dot order detail. Okay, and we'll alias it as B. Okay, now rather than putting here as A, we will put it as B, because now we are not going to get data from this particular node. Okay, so what we are doing here is, by using cross apply under this order header, we are trying to point to this value, and we are trying to go to this particular node and expand this node. Just like the way we have expanded this node, we are going to try to expand this node. Okay, so order header, if you see, order header contains order ID and customer ID. So we are just going to parse open it by this particular JSON. So we have aliased it as A. So A dot value, okay, with order ID and customer ID, and this order detail we are going to parse it over here, right? So this A dot value we are going to give here, and inside this A dot value we are going to parse this order detail as a separate JSON function, and we are going to give it as alias as B. And if you see, B dot value, okay, like this, and B dot value like this. Now we are using a separate method to expand it. We can remove the order detail reference over here. Okay, so what should be the expected output over here? So we have these three orders for this customer. We will be getting three rows having these three unique values, and the order ID and customer ID should be repeating. Okay, let's execute this query. Okay, yeah. So if you see, order ID and customer ID are repeating three times, but your unique products, three products, we can see here with their unit price. right? So this is a very easy way to go into a nested structure by using the cross apply window function, right? And then again using a openJSON function and expanding the internal attributes of this particular child nested element. Okay, so this is it for today. In next video we'll talk about more scenarios with JSON, so please stay tuned. Thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Have a nice day.